Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and today we are talking about risk in tabletop RPGs. Let's get started. If this is your first time here, be sure to smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and in the description below, check out our link tree where you can get the links to all of our social media, join our Discord where we talk about all sorts of homebrew mechanics, RPG tips, video games. We talk about everything. It'll also be a good chance for you to play in a possible one-shot if I don't have enough patrons interested in playing in that game. All right, so let's dive into Risk. So Risk is something that I feel like a lot of players avoid at the table. A lot of players try to play it safe, whether they're trying to make their characters min-maxed or they're trying to make a really strong character. Even their actions at the table, they tend to play it easy. I am somebody who does crazy things in game usually, and it'll come at the least expected times. I have been known to jump off of cliffs as my characters and try to land on something that if I didn't land, I probably would have fell to my death. And honestly, I love being this type of player. It's chaotic. It mixes things up. Every time I do something like this, everyone at the table is like, oh my gosh. You know, there have been a few times though where those other players who don't like Risk will shake their head or go, oh, are you serious? Like people, I don't know. I just think it's fun. I think it makes everyone's experience better. Gives you stories to talk about later on. Like how cool is it, you know, jumping on the back of a dragon and holding onto it for dear life as you're fighting it? How cool is it if you're a rogue, for example, like Patrick Rothfuss in Acquisitions Incorporated, swinging from a chandelier? Like crazy stuff like that always makes it better. The imagery you can get from doing these things, again, adds to the experience. And I think taking a risk can add to the suspense at your table, not just for you, but for the group. And again, it can put a smile on your DM's face. And who doesn't want to do that? So take a risk every once in a while. You know, I can think of a lot of ways to do it. You might know metagaming that this creature is far more difficult than what your party is ready for. But if you're like me, you might still shoot it with a bow. Or you might still alert it to your presence and go up and attack it. Because it's fun. This happened once. We are playing Tomb of Annihilation, where my wife is the DM. And I believe we were level 2 or 3. Not sure. And we had heard a creature as we were walking. And it happened to be, I believe, a storm giant. I think it was a storm giant. And we ended up attacking it. And by we, I mean me. And the whole group was like, no, don't do that. We're not high enough level. I attacked it. We ended up beating it. However, the DM did make a mistake and forgot to, do certain things like multi-attack and something else. I think, so we had used a grease spell on him right after I attacked him, I think. And he had slipped and fallen prone. My wife was ruling that it was his action to try and get up due to it being like slippery, rather than letting him still attack. And I think that's why I didn't get his multi-attack, because he was too busy using his action to try and get up and beat the spell DC of Grease. But again, and I don't know if that's how it's ruled. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was awesome. It was very memorable. We still talk about it to this day. We're level 7, I think, now. And we still talk about that encounter. We make jokes all the time about, oh, I wonder if we're going to run into another storm giant, which I kind of hope we do. But it's been a blast. And again, I would love to see other players at the table take these risks. You know, without taking these risks, you don't know what you're missing. And there's so many awesome moments that you can have at your table and stories that are going to stick in your memory for years if you do crazy things like this. Put your character in harm's way to do something risky. Don't do things stupid just to be stupid, but every once in a while, take a risk, you know? Maybe you know it's going to require a really high roll to succeed at something. And rather than going the safe route and doing I'm going to do a spell that requires a saving throw from them, roll to see if you hit it. Roll to see if you do that thing you want to do. It's going to be so cool, I promise you. I know this whole video has been me telling you guys, go do something risky. And that's what I'm going to say. That's the hill I'm dying on today. So with that, though, I would love to hear your stories about things you have done that are risky. How have you handled this kind of thing at your table? Love to hear about it below. If this is your first time here again, smash that subscribe button. Give us a like. We'll be doing videos all month long, daily, about a variety of word prompts. This is Master of the Game. I am Juice. Game on.